It's time to talk a little game preview, Deke. We on the back end of this thing, man. All right?
Yeah.
And we got a big matchup this week, man. Cincinnati coming to the Berg. We'll start with the strengths.
Sure.
All right. How we feeling about them dudes, man?
Bengal strengths.
Yeah, we'll start with them.
It's the same. Whatever it was a month ago, it's the same now. Burrow, Chase, Higgins, Chase Brown, low-key, pretty decent running back.
And he's listed as
high-octane
right now, too,
offense.
so we'll see with him, man, because I know it was like late in that Broncos game when he went down.
Yeah,
so.
they got a high-octane offense. And then on defense, they got a piece or two. Hendrickson, he's having a career year. We've mentioned him before. Outside of him, like Hubbard's hurt. He's out for the season because they sent him on that, what was it, that play at the goal line where he lined up as a receiver, lined up as a tight end, caught the touchdown, got knocked out. So, like, man, their defense it's just not good.
Why you say it like that? Got the touchdown, got knocked out.
Their defense just isn't good, flat out. You could run on them, you could pass on them. Yeah. Only problem I see us having is if we turn the ball over and do some stupid stuff. We shouldn't have any problems going up against their defense, but that's really their strength. I mean, Mike Hilton, we know him. He's got his little rule with the blitzing and stuff. At some of these Bengals games that I've been seeing on TV, he makes a play or two, but we know he's limited in coverage. Yeah. Calvin Austin, wasn't it Calvin Austin cooked him in the first game, got that touchdown?
Shoot. Bo Nix had the game time touchdown pass on him. Him and Geno Stone in the end zone. Yeah.
So, we know what the Bengals are. I mean, I think Zach Taylor's a decent coach. I think he schemes up some good stuff on offense. I think that defensive coordinator might be the most overrated DC in the league, honestly.
Okay.
He gets talked about like he's like Dick LeBeau or something. Like he's got this like cachet, like this big cachet type of name. His Bengals defense is consistently awful.
Respect. I would just say they have been better defensively
over the last few weeks.
At least since our game. Yes, I would say since our game. Yeah.
It's still like, bro, I mean, you shouldn't have a problem getting 100 yards on the ground, getting 300 on them in the passing game either. But unless we do stupid stuff, unless we play bad, Broderick Jones is giving up pressure, all that stuff. I mean, hey. Yeah. It's on us, though. I don't see many problems with that Bengals defense because we held Hendrickson in check. We had a pretty good game.
We definitely did.
Coming off of that Browns Thursday night game where it seemed like we didn't know what the hell we were doing against Myles Garrett. So that was good to see, and hopefully we replicate that in this game. But yeah, their strength. I don't know how to divvy it up, but Burrow, their offensive weapons, and Trey Hendrickson, we'll say, to keep it simple.
Now, respect on that. Trust me, man. Can't go wrong with that big. I guess that's 4, right? Because Burrow, Higgins, Chase, Hendrickson. I'm going with them 4 as like their dudes, man. But as a whole, man, I think that the passing attack is prolific. We know that. That's what Joe Burrow is on, man. MVP pace in the sense of, he's 300 yards, I think, away from 500 passing yards on the season. 5,000 passing yards for the season.
Is he?
Already,
close?
He's like right there, bro. Got the 40 tutties as well. Yeah, dude. He's on one, man. And his volume. The running attack, y'all heard me when we said it last game. I'm going to say it again this game. That does not scare me, man. To me, that is because of Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. You watch how those dudes are playing. Yeah, I would come up here and say, just play 2 high shell versus them and make them snap it a whole bunch of times. Yeah, the Chargers try to do that too. It really ain't matter. Their receivers are routinely winning one-on-one and catching in double coverage. Like, that's where they are right now, and they got a quarterback that is like, he's on one. You talk about his accuracy, you talk about his anticipation. Like,
his movement in the pocket's very impressive. That's the part.
It's because he makes their O-line not look as bad as they should be. And their O-line is bad. Yeah. But because of his ability to just casually move here to the left, step up to the right, like he does all these little things in the pocket. And that keeps that offense very explosive when you would think that they shouldn't be able to be as successful as they are from that side of the ball, man. But that's the big thing to me, man. I think defensively they're opportunistic. I don't think that they're
they'll feed off momentum. But if the offense is cooking, they can feed off some of that momentum. You're right.
Offense get hot, they'll start playing. Honestly, this Bengals team reminds me of, I want to say it would have been 14 or 15 Steelers here where our offense could put up 30 plus at any point in time, and it was like defensively we were streaky as heck. But hey, if you get right, Blake might catch a pick, man. Bryce McCain might get a scoop and score. Anything weird could happen. Like, all right.
I can't believe you're dropping these names right now.
They're my homies, man. Come on, man. So I would just think of like how
that was the state of the team right there.
And it was bend, don't break. We're going to 20 to 20, man. Cook what you need, but we're going to find a way to get a turnover. We're going to get 1 or 2 timely stops, button up in the red zone. All right.
What was Colbert doing that offseason?
That would have been 14. So I had just got re-signed, so I couldn't even tell you. 7 got re-signed that offseason. I got re-signed that offseason. I was happy. And then we drafted Bud. Yeah, that's all I remember. I remember like the intent. I don't remember. I just remember had to get 7 back, and because I got my deal, I was happy, bro. I was like, hey, man, I think we're great. Yeah.
It's not like we were spending that crazy on offense either, right?
We weren't spending in free agency.
We had it on the line.
We didn't spend in free agency
back then, but
then
it's not like we were spending a ton on a second receiver or anything either.
I think Marcus
was probably still on his rookie deal.
Marcus Wheaton might have been getting
My God.
Hayward Bay. Yeah. That was the vibe, bro. We drafted Sammy Coates.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when you got 7, you just feel good. It's like you got 7 over there, bro. Yeah, but that was this Bengals defense reminds me of that Steelers defense. Where it's like, yo, you got a him, you can make some plays, you got name recognition, but nobody that you're just like, oh, what do we do with that? And I think that that's the part of why we feel so good coming into this matchup, especially offensively. We feel like, yo, we should be able to move the ball, scoring these guys because of what they've been showing defensively, man. It's like, but if you give them a chance to get high, if you give them a chance to get some confidence,
just flat out, if we play bad, then sure, anything can happen. Yeah. I mean, that's any given Sunday.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
But Russ cooked him in that first matchup, and a lot of it in that first half was just him nickel and diming him with the running backs,
taking the
middle of the field,
right over the ball. Yep.
Yeah, and then we stretched it out a little bit more in the second half. Run game was fine. Run game was, I think, pretty consistent. We had over 100 on the ground. Najee had that 1 touchdown. Yeah. So we just do that again. That's a pretty good game plan. Let's do something like that again.
And the final positive I would have for them before we move to the negative side is they are on a 4-game winning streak. Confidence. That's the flip side with us right now.
Nothing to lose, too.
Yeah, nothing to lose for them. But when you win 4 games in a row, defensively, they've kept every game under 30 points as well, which was like a way different cry compared to when we were playing them where everybody could score 30-plus on them. They haven't given up over 30 since we played them. Now, part of that has been because of the opportunistic stuff. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you get you a lucky fumble here or pick here off of a tip. Like, they get a lot
Dallas
of that.
That punt.
They get a lot of that type of stuff, going on with them. But, the 4-game winning streak, you just believe. And that's the one thing that I think that they do have right now. They just are believing that, man, we could beat anybody. So we'll see. But enough of the good stuff. Let's talk about some of that negatives with them, man.
Well, you mentioned their O-line. It's not good. Burrow it feels like he's constantly running for his life. Although he's not like running, he's just moving in the pocket really well. Yeah, it's Brady-esque. Even though Brady wasn't fast. Burrow isn't like blazing fast. Yeah. Burrow's more mobile
Burrow's
than Brady.
Burrow's definitely more
sure. Yeah. Burrow can get more rushing yards. Is more of a threat with his legs than Brady. But just moving in the pocket, having that sense, having that what it was, sixth sense.
Yeah.
It's something that he has that you can't really explain, like that ed factor. But their O-line's bad. So, I mean, TJ should have opportunities. Highsmith should have opportunities. Herbig maybe he could have another opportunity like he did
seriously, man.
In that Cincy game, like how Tomlin called it out in Hard Knocks. Herbig, this is the one for you. Got the strip sack. I mean, that was huge. It was the fumble 6 with Peyton Wilson. So, yeah, we should be able to get pressure on Burrow and make the environment a little chaotic, which should get us opportunities for turnovers, and that's what we capitalized on in the first game, and something that we haven't been doing these last 3 games, which has been hurting our chances to win these games. So Bengals O-line's bad. Kicker, tough spot.
They still banged up
tough
over
spot.
There, man.
Even if they had McPherson hasn't been the same since his rookie year. But that dude in the Broncos game missed the one at the end to close it out.
Bro, I was like, how you missed that layup? Like, it's still crazy that Cincy found a way to win that after that, because it was 2 minutes left in the game.
They got the 3 and out, and then they got the ball, and Burrow's like, I'm not giving this kicker an opportunity to watch it again.
Bump that.
It was like a 30-yarder too, right?
Seriously, man.
My God. Did they cut him yet? So maybe they do have a better kicking situation coming in this week.
We'll see.
You had to you can't have faith in him. It's almost like the Lions last year. They should have just cut the Lions kicker. If Dan Campbell didn't have faith in him making like a 40 or 50-yard field goal, just get rid of him.
It's so tough finding just like anybody that could do that consistently with that pressure on top of it. So you hope that, all right, I know you missed this one. I know it, but it's got to be different this week. because
that was the guy the Browns drafted.
Yeah,
too.
so like, yo, it's not a lot of like kickers that can do it and do it in these conditions too. Where you're playing it. Like, it's a lot, man. Heck yeah. Boz just makes it look easy. That's why we love Boz. Yeah.
Thank God.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah.
And then I'd throw in, their defense. I was talking about their defense a little bit with the strengths. Their defense as a whole just, below average, I'd say. Subpar. But they'll feed off momentum. They'll get a splash player or two here, but there's no reason why we can't air it out against them and have a steady run game with Najee and Jalen Warren against them either.
Yeah, for me, man, I'm like, pass protection, still bad as heck. I feel like we should dominate them both exterior and interior part of our rush. I think that their pass defense is very inconsistent. Like you said, they are streaky, but they give you a ton of just ways to beat them, whether you're talking about running it or specifically throwing the ball, attacking those guys. Their personnel, I don't think, is the best on the back end. Mike Hill is the guy that we like the most because he played here, but we know coverage, like,
they don't have Jesse Bates anymore.
You see what I mean? Like, this is not that group.
They don't have a Woozy. I thought Woozy was like a decent corner for them.
But they don't have that right now, man. No. So to me, I just think that that's one of the real like areas that you can attack them in their pass rush. I know Hendrickson has the 14. He's leading the league in sacks, man. Heck of a season for him. But the rest of the group is like, yo, you're blitz. And when you don't get home, y'all get gashed and get gashed in a bad way. And I don't think that they're going to be able to have that type of success with the blitz. Yeah. So I like it, man. I like it. But let's get to it, though, man. How you see this thing playing out, man?
It's going to be a little bit of a shootout.
Is Deke back in the building? You know, people been wanting Deke in the building. They say, yo, you can get us off the losing skid. We've dropped 3 games in 11 days because you weren't there, Deke. Where you gonna be at, man? Can the people find? Where the people gonna find us at? Where they gonna find you at, Deke?
Bleach Report hit me up. I'm doing a post game for them.
Oh, so y'all heard it here first, ladies and gents. If it goes left and it's a 4-game losing streak, I want y'all to send all y'all hate, all y'all negative thoughts. Just find him. All right, just go find him. Yeah.
We'll have to travel on the road for that playoff game then,
man.
To make up for it.
Oh, hey now.
Maybe I do that.
Got some cool locations potentially.
Houston,
locations. Yeah, man. Never went Houston, man.
Baltimore, I guess you could drive to that.
That's right up the road, man. We very familiar with that one.
That's if we lose. If we win, I mean, I gotta go, right?
You would hope.
I gotta go.
Don't let it be a playoff game that we're hosting. You would like.
I've never been to a playoff game either.
You're right.
In my life.
You would need. That's mandatory, bro. We gotta have that. Got to.
Cause like, I'm just trying to think.
Dang.
I didn't have money like that.
Respect.
During the like the Killer Bee
the good
era.
years, yeah. Respect.
Just watching on TV, and then like, I don't know. As a kid growing up, like during that era, we just watched it on TV with the fam and stuff.
All right.
With friends.
Nah, man.
Like, that was
the homie got to pull up to the game,
I haven't
bro.
been to it. Yeah, I haven't been to a playoff game.
Homie got to be at the game, bro. Hey, playoff game. My dog gonna be in the building, man. Oh, yeah, you got to be in the building, bro. We got to stop playing like that, bro. You got to be in the building, man.
It's a home game. So Ravens got to lose, though. That's not happening. I'm not getting my hopes up.
Come on, man.
Against the Browns. Who are they even starting?
Is it DTR this week?
I couldn't tell you.
I say go back to Jameis personally.
Yeah, go back to Jameis for week 18.
If you go back to Jameis, I low-key think you got a chance. I think it can happen.
How long's he been sitting? Has it just been only 1 week? 2 weeks? Perfect. I think that's
been 2 weeks, yeah.
That's the perfect amount of cool-off period from the picks and the turnovers.
I feel like it was 2 weeks. Or it was either he got pulled in the one and then he set the full the next one. So it was like game and a half. But I feel like it's been long enough. Like,
yeah, now you can get some of that mojo.
You got a hard reset on him.
Right.
Sometimes you got to take the game out, blow it a little bit, then put the game back in. That's all.
It worked with Flacco for a little bit with the Colts.
You see it, right? Sometimes you got to pull and put it back.
You get that like 2-3.5 quarter spark.
It low-key worked with A-Rich. They benched A-Rich, put him back out. They look good for yeah. This could be the one.
Yeah, so with it being week 18, Browns just put in James.
Yeah. I think if James is out there, they got a legitimate chance. I think if it's DT, I think they're getting washed, bro.
Right. I'm with you. Because if Jameis is playing bad, you were getting washed anyway with DTR.
Exactly.
So just put Jameis in there and hope
you
that
can live with a Jameis wash way more than a DTR wash. I feel like the DTR wash is hopeless.
For the last game of the season.
That's what I'm saying.
This isn't like
the last one. Like,
this isn't like 3-4 games left.
Who you want to build a franchise with? Like, we're not doing that. No.
One game.
Hey, it's Cancun on 3 anyways. Yeah. Do you want to, mess up Baltimore? This is your chance. Mess up Baltimore. You're not going to do it with DTR, though. You need to have Jameis.
All right, so I think it will be two good offenses duking it out a little bit. Steelers, 31.
Talk to me nice.
Oh, wait, do I even think we're putting up 31?
Don't you do that, Deke. It's the Bengals defense.
Yeah, 31.
It's the Bengals defense.
31. I think our run game's more predominant as opposed to the first Steelers.
Who's my
Bengals
lead
game.
back? Is it a Najee day or is it a Jalen Warren day? I need to know. Who's setting my tone?
I actually do think it's going to be Najee.
Ooh,
and I'm a Jalen Warren guy. I got to be honest with what I think.
Shout out to Jalen Warren though. He helped me get third place in my fantasy league.
Okay.
Yeah, it's officially done. I got third place.
Abanikanda, he wouldn't have got you third.
The team that really hurt me from winning it all back-to-back weeks.
Who?
Steelers defense. Killed me back-to-back.
You had Steelers defense.
I had the Steelers defense. Man. I've had them all season long.
You started Lamar against us though, right?
Back-to-back. Yeah, because I've done it before. I've done it both regular season games. Man, I'm tripping how you doing it. And it was just like, that one didn't even kill me because Lamar's points were so high that it bounced out. It was the next week. It was the Chiefs game that did me in. We had 1 point, bro.
You were in the championship? Or what were you in?
I was,
Conference finals.
Conference finals. Yeah, excuse me on that. So, okay. Ravens game, conference finals, because we didn't score a lot. That hurt me. No, that one kicked me out too. And then, no, I said it backwards. I flip-flopped him. Yeah. Lamar had me right this past one. I won third place. I lost the regular semifinal matchup.
So you had the third place game.
So I had the third place game. Yeah.
So you did start Lamar against us.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
What else happened then? The Steelers defense killed you.
Yeah, the defense killed me, but it was James Cook did well and the receivers. That was the
Did you go up
I want to say it was the
dog then.
I've always had Justin Jefferson. I've always had it was Justin Jefferson, James Cook, and Jordan Addison. Those were my big three in terms of points in Lamar. So I've always scoring like crazy. Heck yeah.
You just went up against the dog or something.
Yeah, but the thing was,
who they have?
Amon-Ra St. Brown was the 1-1. Let me pull because I forgot. Let me see if I can still actually pull this one up because it might still have the my third place matchup in here.
Damn.
But yeah, man, I got third place. I was like, you know what, man, I'll take that, bro. I'll take that.
Abanikanda didn't get any reps, man.
Good for him. You was gonna set me up, man.
No, dude. Well,
yeah, you tried to set me up, man.
No.
Yeah.
The caveat was.
Ooh. Okay. All right, got you. You good.
I was gonna say the caveat with Abanikanda was if he was guaranteed starters reps, 15, 20 carries, whatever, I would have played him, but he didn't even play.
So fair enough.
So I wouldn't have played him with the uncertainty. Like,
fair enough then.
Oh wow, the other guy might be getting snaps. They're gonna start with the other. There's no way. But if they said Abanikanda's a starter, he's getting 20 carries.
Yeah.
Oh man, would have went for $120, 2 touchdowns.
Respect.
Guaranteed.
So and
they're holding back. Sabotage Izzy.
My third. Shout out to Abanikanda. All right, maybe next year I might add him on the list.
I say we draft a guy.
All I know is for this year though.
We bring in Abanikanda as our third guy.
He won't go outperform Jalen Warren or James Cook. That's what I know.
Well, obviously not.
Yeah, them dudes. They. I actually got an A+ rating for my third place matchup. My scoring. You feel me? Lamar Cook though, that was my big guy. 34 points with him. He was going head to head with Josh Allen. All right, shout out to Josh Allen.
That had to hurt.
No, it was a beautiful day because the Bills won 40-14.
You're talking about this is your third place matchup?
Yeah, and Josh only had 22 points. It was perfect. It was like I got up out of there with a dub in terms of the head-to-head.
They finished that game pretty early.
But then for them, my wide receivers took off. Justin Jefferson gave me 17 points. Marvin Harrison Jr. gave me 15 points. And then Jordan Addison gave me 18 points. James Cook gave me 11 points. Mark Andrews gave me 15 points. Jalen Warren gave me 16 points. My kicker had a dude from the Dolphins. By that time, it was rough. But he gave me 9 points. So shout out to his he made his field goals. But the Steelers gave me 3 points, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, they're defense
back
definitely
3 points this week.
Weeks.
I had 3 points, 1 point, and it was 6 points. That was my ending with them dudes, man.
Damn.
Yeah. But we can score. Shout out to the scoring, man. I like that. So let's get that pick in, man. So
I said 31.
31?
Yeah, 31. Okay. Bengals 28.
31-28. I like that.
Yeah, we're moving the ball on offense. I like I said, I do think the run game is a little bit more predominant.
Yeah.
I think it's just because of the elements. I think it is going to be cold. It's going to be windy down there. Elements aren't going to be that good. Yeah. So we'll rein back a little bit on the passing compared to the last time.
Okay.
And it's not going to be a problem for us because you can run on the Bengals defense. It's not like, oh man, Bengals defense really shitty in the secondary, but because of the conditions, we got to rein back on the passing. We're not going to be able to run the ball as good. Yeah. It's like the Ravens defense, right? It's not like that. You could run or pass against them. So it's just like a pick your poison for us. And I feel like we'll be leaning more on Najee. And Jalen, but I do think, to your question, I think Najee is the one leading it this week.
It's going to be cold out there.
It is.
It's going to be
with the temperature, this is a Najee type of game.
Out there.
And then on defense, we just got to hope and pray we hold them to 28 points. That's where I'm at with
it. Pass rush.
Yeah, maybe the elements affect their passing game a little bit. The wind takes one of Burrow's balls and sends it over like Beanie Bishop's way or something. He gets a fourth pick.
Maybe Mika get another one or something like that, man. Come on, man.
Yeah. Dang, right, we get a pass rush. Hopefully we get a strip set. We need some. A couple fluky things to happen.
Some splash.
Yeah.